Guys, so while I was looking at today's assignment or independent practice that I want you to work on, I was noticing that on the first page it talks about using distributive property to multiply. And I thought that was kind of important for you guys to know, and it's not really that difficult. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to show you real quick. So distributive property would mean sort of just like the word distribute means to like hand things out. If I were distributing markers, I would be handing one to you, one to you. It just means to distribute. So in this case, we have 5 times 2 and 5/10. Okay, so what they mean by this is, so 5 times 2 and 5/10 also means 5 times. Okay, then all I'm going to do is take 2 and 5/10 and I'm just going to break it up. Okay, I'm basically going to take 2 and 5/10 and I'm going to put it into expanded form. So wouldn't this be the same as 2 plus 5/10? So then what that means is you're distributing the 5 times the 2 and you're distributing the 5 times 5/10. So you would end up with 5 times 2 plus 5 times 5/10. Okay, and so 5 times 2 is 10, and then 5 times 5/10. Well, that's pretty easy because 5 times 5 is 25. So then all I have to do is add a decimal. So I could see that my decimal only moved one place to the left, so it would go here. So then all I have to do, friends, is put it together. So my final product ends up being 10 and 25/100. 10 and 25/100. That's what they mean by distributive property. I don't want that to scare you. I don't want you to think, oh my goodness, what in the world are they talking about? It just means that you take one of the factors and you just distribute it to the different parts of the other. That's all that means. Don't get too confused. Don't get too hung up on this. It's okay. Over here, this is just standard algorithm. Even though it says partial products, when you come down here and you get answers, that means the same thing. So 5 times 5 is 25, right? So I guess you could put 25 if you wanted to. And then 5 times 2 is 10, and then move the decimals over, which is what they did down here, okay? The only difference is they didn't put 25, they put 5.2, and then they did plus 10, which ultimately gives us the same answer. So don't let that confuse you too much. If you just want to use the regular algorithm, that's fine.